Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence reports. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Boy,
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
You as well.
Hoy needs to get access to the videos that we've been doing.
Everybody needs access to
right.
videos.
Well, here's where we're at with that, Hoy, is our we're just not professional content content creators.
Video editors.
We're not professional content creators, but we document everything we're doing, and to create it into content takes a little bit of work. So we have the raw video you can sit through and look at and blah blah blah. But what I really want to do is I want to pull it in, clean it up, and then send it out to be. Are we doing this in here today together? Is this what we're doing?
Well, isn't that why you're setting it up here?
Well, I was going to go back downstairs, but I can stay up here with you if you want.
I was just putting it at a better angle.
She's like blocking me in, Hoy. I'm gonna get stuck in here.
No, I'm not. Like, you can walk around my chair.
So anyway,
He loves to tell this story. Like, I've somehow kidnapped him and never let him out.
Hoy, do you not feel captivated by her?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
In a good way.
But
This is what I'm trying to get her to understand, but she keeps trying to make it sound like a bad thing. I don't know. You could ask anybody who knows her, and she's gonna be like captivating and capture her.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't understand why people would disagree with what I'm saying. It's just crazy.
Okay, so we have to do.
She's got to get that one going. You got us blocked out now over there.
It takes for a man to know if a woman is a long-term partner.
No idea. 3 seconds.
That's your TikTok. You're gonna do your Facebook there, right?
Oh,
Go to your Facebook.
okay.
I got you on this TikTok back here.
Okay.
Boom, from back here. All right, I got my phone. You can probably run now.
We're trying to figure this all out.
So, oh, that's cool. Real-time performance numbers. That's pretty neat.
What?
It was just showing real-time performance numbers. I don't know where to park this. Anyway, back to telling you. Oh, you're over there. We got all these cameras everywhere and working around. Catherine and I joined this organization last night called C-Suite Network. They're going to run our podcast on 140 different channels like Spotify, everything. So our podcast is going to get broadcast on 140 different podcast channels and networks. And so just a lot of cool things happened last night when we went there and figured that out. But what we don't have is we don't have the professional content stuff. So we met with somebody last night. They're going to help us get all of our Zoom calls that we have and all of our meeting calls crunched down. Now, are you talking about the links to the videos that I told you about during the onboarding?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I sent you an email from Tommy at Titan Impact Group with that. So check your spam, make sure it's not there. And what it would have had in it, it would have the I'm gonna double check, but I think if you don't have it, I'll double check with Catherine, and she may have it because I wanted to add the notes from our call because our AI note taker kept notes. So
I got the notes.
Okay, you got the notes,
but I didn't get the email.
There was 2 links I think that it was supposed to send you in a file, so I'll double check on that. And we'll get that figured out. So, but yeah, so what we're working on right now is we're going to be doing some commercial deals today. I guess I'm going to stay up here and hang out with Catherine to do the call and run some deals. I sent one to Catherine already that I want to pull up and look at. I think she's sending stuff
2
out.
seconds. I need to get into the other group.
We're gonna let her get that going.
Okay.
But yeah, we are gonna work on talking about some commercial stuff today. Wednesday's our commercial day, and so I'm gonna just kind of get the spiel spit out. This is the deal room by Deal Hunter. Deal room by Landshark Mastermind. We use Deal Hunter by Landshark to help us come up with amazing deals and underwrite deals. It's an AI model that has about 30 to 40 years of experience in real estate investing. So our sponsor today is Titan Impact Group. Catherine Bell is the CEO. Titan Impact Group is a revolutionary company that does everything AI and everything real estate. Catherine Bell is a 5-time international bestseller. She literally wrote the book on raising capital using AI.
Yeah. Here's the
Here, let me see if we pull it up. And
bum.
there you go. And basically master AI and master capital raising. You know, I'll read just the back of it here. It says, in today's fast-paced investment world, those who fail to leverage AI are already falling behind. Raising capital with AI, collapsing timelines, and scaling faster is your guide to using AI to streamline investors' outreach, automate due diligence, and scale your business without adding to your workload. It's a co-authored book that you wrote with Peter Swain,
Correct.
right? Peter is a leading AI strategist and entrepreneur, helping businesses optimize operations and accelerate growth through AI-driven solutions. And the co-author, Catherine Bell, is an AI-powered capital raising expert, founder of Titan Impact Group, and an author who raised $11 million in just 3 weeks using AI. Together, they reveal how AI is transforming fundraising, making it faster, smarter, and more accessible. So this book is available on Amazon, right?
Yep.
And it's just raising capital with AI, collapsing timelines and scaling faster. And we can talk a little bit more about what it looks like to collapse timelines, because this is what AI does. Deal Hunter by Landshark helps you collapse timelines. I don't know about you, but I've been doing real estate for over 30 years. And when I found a property, it was a minimum of 3 days to get just the basic information to kind of even begin to sense if this was going to be a good deal or not. 3 days. Okay. And in those 3 days, I had to text or call 2 or more realtors. And I'd say 2 or more because I would call the person listing it, and then I would call a buyer's agent to help me get a hold of the listing agent, because the listing agent would never talk to me directly. They're always on the beach somewhere in Cabo, you know. Real estate agents, I have real estate agent friends, and they know when I say this that I do not mean them, and I'm not talking to them, but lazy real estate agents are lower than cockroaches. Okay. I have no love for them, and I pray to God that AI forces them to go get a job at McDonald's. I'm done being mean. I'll quit being mean now. But lazy real estate agents just drive me crazy, because it would take 3 days just to get them to answer the phone and say, yeah, this property is available. What else can I tell you? And it was like everything. Like, I hated that question from a real estate agent. What else can I tell you? I don't know. You tell me. How many bedrooms? How many square foot? Why are they selling? What's this? What's that? They make me become like a news reporter on a property they're an expert on, or should be if they're the listing agent, right? So that irritation led me to work with a real estate agent. My co-founder to the Deal Hunter by Landshark is a commercial realtor and real estate agent with a brokerage that's bar none, fully equipped to do every kind of deal. He does residential, commercial, industrial. His name is Ning Young Chen, Dr. Ning Young Chen. And I worked together on creating Deal Hunter because he was a brand new real estate agent and needed help. He needed a way to collapse timelines. He has his degree in sustainable farming. He graduated ASU. He's a he's a youth minister and a church leader. And so he's got a lot of things going on. And so in order for him to help people in real estate, he needed something that could do that for him. And Deal Hunter is that thing for him. And then my other partner, our third leg to this stool, is a man by the name of Roman Rubio. Roman Rubio is a economic development council liaison for a private equity fund, and is integral in building communities. And so he's been a sports agent and an entertainment agent for probably 15 or 20 years, I think. And he's been doing real estate for athletes and musical entertainers, and getting them into deals for the last 15 years. And so Roman uses this tool to help him put together all the deals that he gets and does for people that need to invest. He's got a lot of high net worth individuals that he represents, and so he's got to put that money somewhere. And putting it into real estate is the safest thing that he's found to do that. And so using a tool like Deal Hunter by Landshark helped him get this to a point where he felt comfortable to quickly get answers for people that had money to deploy.
Is
So,
this the deal you want to analyze?
well, yeah, we'll run that one here
Do you want
when
me
we
to
get
share
the
my
show going.
screen?
Actually, what I'd like you to do is I'm going to quit bragging about my partners and talk a little bit more about my sponsor, Titan Impact Group. Catherine Bell, CEO of Titan Impact Group, who's this lovely thing in front of me right here. I'm sorry, did thing affect
Thing.
you? You're not a thing.
I'm a woman.
This lovely woman. HR's in the building, okay? They will come after me if they hear me harassing you in any way.
Yeah.
Her dog Chewy will bark his ass off if I just touch her like that. He's
He's
Yeah.
very protective.
very protective.
I have my own bodyguard.
Right. So even if she thinks about touching me, like the other day she needed a hug and boom, done. Dog started barking. So but yeah, the Catherine Bell .ai is who I go to on a daily basis to get information.
Right there on my screen.
She's my coach. Catherine Bell .ai is my real estate investing coach. I go to Catherine Bell .ai, share your screen and show them where it's at. Make sure you turn on the sound part so we can show her what's going on.
Corey, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so CatherineBell.ai, and this is what she looks like.
Yep.
So you can do a text chat or you can call. Calling is much better because she'll have an actual conversation. Boy, you've had conversations with her, right?
Yeah, yesterday. I learned
Wow.
about note investing and how you can start at a smaller scale.
Yay!
There you go. There you go. Hey, and as a matter
And we're getting into oil and gas, so you're going to start learning about oil and gas and that investing.
Yep.
Which, so just everybody knows, we're getting ready to launch an oil and gas fund, which I'm over the moon excited about. Why do you love oil and gas? Because diversifying your portfolio is the most important thing you can do into different asset classes. When we had built up our portfolio back in like the 2000s, and then we lost everything in 2009, it was because all of our assets were a single asset class, which at that point was single family homes, which is why we lost everything. So that was a huge wake up call. So all of you learn from my serious mistakes of putting like the same asset class. And I mean, yes, it was different assets. So you want to be in different asset classes because the economy is cyclical. It goes up, it goes down. And so when you have a diversified portfolio, that's a really important thing. And why oil and gas? Because here's the other thing about this amazing country. Yes, I'm Canadian. Yes, I love this country. Love Canada too. But the tax code in this country is literally built for investors and entrepreneurs. And so you want to understand this. It literally is designed for your benefit to understand and use the tax code. So by investing in our particular fund, you're able to have an 80% cash depreciation on your any taxable income that you actually have. That is a big deal. That means money in your pocket. So you want to be paying attention to that. And the other thing is that how we're doing it is we actually get to be a part of investing with the giants, which means that it's $100 million fund, and so we're going to be in 75 to 100 oil wells, which diversifies and spreads out the risk, so it's not just one well. When you have that many wells that you're drawing from, you get your investment back within 18 to 24 months, but then you continue to get paid out for the next 25 years. What other investment does that? It's pretty freaking amazing. And people are, what about the environment? Blah, blah. Here's a reality: oil and gas is used for everything. If you look around,
I'm gonna
you're-
make you schedule.
someone all this.
I'm gonna make you schedule a podcast.
I'm so excited.
Holy
Okay.
crap! Like, do y'all feel the energy? Like, I'm levitating over here. My feet have been off the ground for the last 35 seconds. That's why I had to
So
slow down.
my AI is going to be able to full on educate inside of all this.
So we know oil and gas has now got Catherine Bell fired up.
It's been fired up for a long time. It's just been a long
Come
time
back.
to structure it so you get the 80% tax depreciation. We did it!
Come back on Friday and learn more about that during her podcast. We're gonna jump back to what our regularly scheduled
You
program.
asked me to share.
I did, but it was about something completely different.
So my AI clone will teach you about notes, oil and gas, RV parks, mobile home parks, buy and hold, fix and flip, commercial, residential, ground up. There's a lot
The
there.
point is, this thing right here is a know-it-all, and it'll interrupt you and cut you off in mid-sentence and tell you what to think and how
Yeah,
to do it. Doesn't
yeah.
it, Hoy?
Yeah. She should. She did a good job.
She does a
She's a
great
clone
job.
of me.
So
She's a
that's the
brilliant job.
sponsor right there, CatherineBell.ai, Titan Impact Group. You get over here and you can go to Titan Impact Group. We're going to be doing a lot of changes over here on the website.
You want the website to come up?
It's not coming up.
So the website, let's just do it here.
Yeah, we'll do that tickety tick and tuck tuck and
There's
pull that
my
back.
investor portal.
Burp, burp, burp.
This is the website.
There we go. So over here, you'll be able to come in. Titan Impact Group is all about setting up the investments. Make sure you get on our newsletter. We're going to be getting out a weekly newsletter. And come in here and you can learn more about Catherine Bell. We're going to have a list of all the 30-something podcasts. I think it's how many we found recorded podcasts. People just call Catherine and do podcasts all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
And
People
so
love me.
they do. They absolutely do.
I'm
So
lovable.
we can get scheduled calls and stuff like that. With Catherine, you're going to go to meetcatherinebell.com to schedule those calls. Here she is in the media down here. These are just a few. And if you know Hunter Thompson, he actually used her entire book to launch his program. So Catherine Bell launched Hunter Thompson, said here first.
When he goes on marketing, raising capital using AI,
Yep,
that was my program that I taught him.
There you go. So, but Titan Impact Group is a wonderful sponsor for the Landshark Mastermind and the Deal Room, which we need to get off into. So, we do this.
What are we looking for?
That thing right there.
Okay, that's not what we're doing.
Oh, we're not
I
doing
do
that.
it a different way.
I tried driving her damn car.
Yeah.
I crashed it into the wall.
Yeah,
No.
don't do that. Okay, so we're gonna go chat here. There we go.
Apple people and Android people are so different. Like, I have an app for this. It's really weird that Apple doesn't have an app.
Okay, so now we're in the chat. So for those of you who don't know, we're gonna keep you on track. GPT right here. So GPT, you can go to the GPT store and you can see there's all sorts of fabulous
GPTs.
GPTs.
You know what a GPT is?
I'm sure you're gonna tell us. But in the meantime, what we're looking for is we're looking for two things: Deal Hunter by Landshark and free estimates.
Yep.
So that's your homework right now, is to go get those, and then you can pin them to the side over here. So right now we're gonna go to Deal Hunter, right?
Yeah, we can go to Deal.
So we're gonna open it up and we're gonna start a chat. So here it is, and it's fabulous because it literally gives you some prompts that you can start. So which one of these prompts do we want to do?
None of them.
Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the information here. We're going to grab the address. So that's the first part, right?
Yep.
Okay, grab the address. Do you want me to grab any of the photos?
In a minute, just go back to GPT real quick. I'm going to show you how simple this is. Like, people that don't know how to operate it can operate it at a really slow pace. Basically, what I'm going to get it to do is just give us some information. So I'm gonna have Catherine click on this dictate button and I'm gonna talk to it like I'm sitting in the car on my phone trying to run a deal. I just went past this property. I seen a for sale sign on it. I know the address because I'm sitting there. I pulled the address off of Google or whatever. This one came off of the email because I already did this yesterday. And so now I'm presenting this deal right now because we're looking to make an offer on it today. So take the address to this property and run the deal. Now, when I said run the deal, this is why it's a GPT. It's generative pre-trained transformer. And what that means, send it, is that I've taught it a set of rules to go out and analyze a deal. So it says, here is the initial deal analysis. It went and pulled information about this property. And so from what I know from yesterday, on my conversation with the seller, is that this is basically what it is. There's two-story townhouse within a gated community. It says unit 103, stay there at the preserves at Cave Creek, sold for $420. It's about $229 a square foot. And it's explaining that there was a two-story townhome sold there. Okay. Which is not incorrect, but this is not the actual property. It's actually the property next door. But this is a good thing to show because I know that this property is actually a vacant piece of land next to this address.
Mm.
Okay, so we just asked it to pull an address, pull the information. So this is what it does. Gives us a property snapshot, gives us a small comparative market analysis. It gives us some initial deal insights, you know, like the valuation, what the potential of a flip might be, some risk considerations, and then it gives me the next steps for a shark style strategy. And that means here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on what to do next. So those rules are put into it when we built it. Because this is the way my brain works the minute I go, when I'm talking to a realtor on the phone, this is what I want to know.
Mm.
I don't want the realtor to be like, well, what do you want me to tell you? I want you to tell me all this.
Right.
And you should be telling me all this the minute I call you, you should be like, hey, this is what I know. And so they should be telling me all this information. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to drop back down to the dictate, and I'm going to be like, this is great information. Unfortunately, I'm trying to find the vacant lot next to this address. Do a search on all listing sites to see if this property's been listed in the last 12 to 18 months. And it's the vacant lot next to it. While you're looking for that, I'm going to go get pictures to share with you. And so I talk to it like it's my assistant. Hey, you're in my office. I'm talking to you this way. I'm telling you what I need. Go do it. And then off it goes. And while I'm sitting here, Catherine's already got this thing pulled up on a file somewhere. So I'll pull that up here in a minute and we can run it. But it says, oh, look, an active listing, vacant lot next to it. It was listed both on Realtor and Zillow, 1.9. I think that's pretty close to what it was. Price was 1.4. Listed on July 1st. How about that? Updated on August 22nd. So a wholesaler's got this right now. Somebody went and locked it up, has it under contract because it is for 12 buildings. So what I'll do is I'll pull the details off this and we'll continue to run this deal now because now we understand it. And what they're looking to do is that they're looking to comes with approved plans and permits for 12 buildings. So
Nice.
go back up to the top and you'll see that, or no, it's underneath it. How about that? Look at that. Keep going, keep going. No, I didn't put it in there. I thought it would have put the, go back up. The price of the unit next door. The
Was up
comps on
here.
those, yeah.
Yeah, it was up right here.
The comps on those show that they're about 425 to 465. All right, so let's go talk to it again. Drop down to the dictate button. Okay, this is exactly the property I was thinking of. It appears that it's coming through a wholesaler to our desk. So what we would like to do is give me 3 options on how we exit this property from here. Include build out, include a buy and hold, and include how we might raise the money through a syndication to create a community within this development. Send that. And so I'm asking it to just give me 3 basic options of how I might be able to do this project. So full exits, the next most important thing. So it actually prepares like a business plan for me. It gives me an executive summary. It builds out option 1, spec pre-sale model, right? Kevin, interrupt it for a minute because I want to add to it. I like the information you're providing so far, but what I'm seeing and missing is what my return is going to be. So I'm going to need you to show me my ROI and my cash on cash if I come with 20% of the sale price. No, Sunday. I'm going to get a little more detailed with it because I want it to actually give me information that's imperative for me to make a decision. And I need to know exactly what my analyses are on stuff. So it's building the code. It built the code, and now it's going to give me my answers right there. Cash on cash return is 18.4. Yeah, that's tight. For a project like this, and the ROI is 5.1. At a project like this, we need to be above 10 on the ROI and closer to 40 on the cash on cash. So we either need to lower the price or find a way to get the cost to come down. So keep going down. We'll take a look at it a little bit further. Yeah, okay. We interrupted it, but it didn't finish it. So can you scroll back up to the top there? I'm going to show you how to do a trick here. See how I interrupted it and got stuck right there? I'm going to go all the way back up to the top, and I'm going to keep going a little bit more. And I'm going to grab where it says full exit strategy playbook. I'm going to grab that right there. Just copy it, paste it down below, and then type in finish this. And so boom, it'll pick back up where I interrupted it. So that's one of the cool features of AI is like if you interrupt a human being while you're doing this, they'll never get back. You'll never get this back. Never. Like human beings just are built differently, right? So it showed a buy and hold right there. Net operating income's not too bad. So somebody that wanted to have just an income coming in, nice fat 250K a year from a property, that's one way to look at this one. And so then raising capital syndication wise doesn't look too tough. It already knows my splits too. It knows that I like a 70-30 GP LP split or LP GP split, and then it knows to do an 80-20, which is more realistic. So here we go, showing us our options. The syndication route has the best return. The cash on cash is more set up for deal raisers, but again, this is when you make it the syndication, you're able to then flip it back over and take it down as a syndication. You're able to flip it over to a REIT that wants to hold it for the next 10 or 15 years. You know, so it's now saying go ahead and upload the photo. Let's give it what we got on it now. Yeah, I need to completely start this over. It never went above 1. I have not seen. I see people down here going, but this account is tainted. I need to start a new account.
Okay, so which you want all of these photos?
Let's actually go up to the architectural. Let's take a look. Are we still sharing screen? Yeah. It's no big deal to share the screen here. Okay. What I want to get here is click on this site plan right there. Yeah, take that site plan, download that one. I'm going to show you the specifics, and this is why we're doing it today. It's commercial, but I know it's residential, but this is a commercial style of building here. Go ahead and take the architectural one too, and save that one. The site plan shows how we're going to build on this property. Then scroll down, keep going. They've got several floor plans. It looks like they have an A, a B, and a C. These are all approved plans, by the way. So this is added value here, right? So we got the mechanicals, the plumbing, all the stuff, framing. Yeah, everything is here. That's great. So, jump back out of this folder. And as a matter of fact, if we actually get into this deal, we can take this entire folder and move it over to a project and run it through our executive board. Well, what I have as an executive board is a building board. I got a building team that runs through all this, and I've got specific building avatars on my team that do the architectural, the structural, the landscaping, the framing, and each one of my agents in there are able to understand all this. So go to the civil plans real quick. Click on the civil revision approved plans, because if that's a revision, then we have to pay attention to that. Click on that one right there. And so we'll go ahead and save that one. And you can see it's already got condos out there, and they're fully sold. So this is the final phase, and the guy's probably just done. Scroll down. Oh, that's it of them. Okay, we're good. Exit this one. And exit back to there, and then scroll down a little bit so I can just see. Those are just pictures of a vacant lot. Nothing really there. If you would like, go ahead and go over to,
Yeah.
put her on mute. Thanks for coming, Lindsay. Go over to the map. Let's pull up 1926 North Cave Creek Boulevard or whatever. If you can pull up a map.
You're talking about Google?
Google, yeah. Because we're gonna just screenshot that lot. So it has an understanding of what we're doing. Even though we gave it site plans, I want it to
Okay,
have.
so it comes up as Phoenix and Scottsdale.
Damn, just click enter. That's what happened to me yesterday, boom. So it's a Phoenix address. So we'll be dealing with the city of Phoenix. If you zoom in, see that brown dirt lot right there?
That's it.
That's where it's at. So zoom back out for me. And what we're gonna pay attention to down here, see that right there? It says 500 feet. That's what I'm gonna use. We're gonna go ahead and, can we try the screenshot option again? You're at 200. You gotta go back to 500. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right there. Move it over a little bit more so it's in the center. Do you want to try the screenshot option again with this? All right, screenshot that.
So what do you want screenshot?
Drag that back down enough to where it cuts that out. And just like that, boom, done.
Okay. Do you want?
Go down until it catches the 500,
Okay.
right there. And
Are we putting this into GPT?
Yep.
Okay.
And save that as just an image or whatever.
Okay.
There we go.
And now back into GPT.
Now back in the GPT, what we're gonna do, we'll put that there, hit the plus sign again. And now add those files that we went and got to. That one. Those right there, send those in. And then I'll hit the dictate button once they load. Or load it up. All right, these are the files that I need you to review and report back to me what you find in each file. One of them is a screenshot of the area. And the other three are PDFs of the architectural and engineering plans. Review them and report back to me what you found. One of the key components to using GPT is to be, I mean, you got to kind of talk to it like it's a kid, that you have to be very detailed, or a man on a mission to find eggs that are hidden in the refrigerator, right? I always feel like it's Easter if I got to go find eggs in the fridge. But if you're detailed about your instructions to it, it'll provide you with a lot of information. So the first file was the aerial. It actually shows the site. It explains that it's got a mobile home park on the east side, Buffalo Ridge Park on the west. That kind of brings a little concern to me about the mobile home park. Would you know why? I'm building luxury condos. Who wants to look out their window at a mobile home park? Nothing against mobile home parks, but I'm building luxury condos. I don't wanna go out and look at the Beverly Hillbillies. You know what I mean? So go back up just a little bit. I didn't, my eyes didn't scan too much more. It's an infill opportunity zone. Look at that. Now that's a gold mine,
Mhm.
right? It just flipped what I was just
With a
discussing.
solid mix of workforce housing
Yeah,
and
yeah,
into
yeah,
residential.
yeah. Oh, look at that opportunity zone. And see, that's important because deal hunters taught how to think like me. And my brain goes opportunity zone, but I'm just using this to do research right now, right? If I was actually sitting down doing this would be about day 10, where I would go look at the opportunity zone map and see if it was there. We're on day 10 right here. That's it. That's crazy. All right, architectural plans. Checked it out. It's R5 multi-zoned, blah, blah, blah. Gives me all kinds of stuff, tells me all kinds of things. This is great. Apparently there's 12 sites. So these are going to be sold. These are not for rental. These are for sale.
Well, but up here it did talk about that if you want to do build to rent market
Market
affordable
rate sale.
housing, if you're
Affordable housing.
seeking subsidy or impact capital.
Right, because if it stays in the opportunity zone, if it's going to be an opportunity zone, it has to stay a 10-year hold. You know, and what we could actually do is we could do we could actually set it up where the opportunity zone is the debt structure for that. We sell them this thing and hold it for 10 years, and then they exit to a conventional loan that then exits the opportunity zone. So we need to really look at that. It's pretty good. And this is what it does. Like, it triggers us to think. Our brains just start firing. We're playing this game called Monopoly in real life, and shit, we're ready to build hotels, right? Like, we just won all 3 properties. We're ready to build hotels. And we got civil revision plan, utility grading, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. That's good information. I know what I'm reading here. I'm reading it fast because it just saved time. So the final summary is that they have 12 townhomes split across 3 plan types. It's got the zoning of R5. Site status says it's fully entitled, engineered, revised plan submitted in 2025. It says submitted. I don't know if it's approved. I've seen stamped plans, so I'm believing they're stamped. Parking meets the ADA code. There's 29 spaces available. Landscaping exceeds requirements. Utilities are planned. It's water, sewer, storm, fire, everything's right there. Need to add TBMs and hydrants. Um, basically fire stuff. The unit types are set up as A, B, or C, which is ideal for construction efficiency, like, because we can build based on what somebody comes in pre-sale. They're like, I want C floor plan. We're not having to go to the count or to the city to change that. It's already in the plans. We just say it's a C type, or it's a B type, or it's an A type. And so this is how you cut costs in building, is by being able to customize while you're on the fly. It's called as build. Okay. So this is why this is a commercial, commercial project to talk about. What it'll do, some of the things that it'll do here is build out a contractor bidding package. We can put together the offer memorandum for our syndication investors. We can build a granular build out budget, basically like breaking down every single thing. I have that other program, AI model called Free Estimates, that's really good about this. If I gave it all those blueprints, it'll spit out to me an entire grocery list of costs for each individual thing that needs to be done on that job, because it's been fed. Free Estimates has a 350 line item list of instructions on how to estimate all the things that you need to build. Anything, residential, commercial, industrial, conservation. Did you know you can build conservation? Yeah, conservation is important. We do jobs where we are actually going out to an area and putting up stuff so that the ground can rebuild and regrow. So yeah, this is amazing information here. Scroll down a little bit more.
But what grows in Arizona besides cactus?
Like, you would be surprised. I'll have to take you out on a road trip and show you. Like, the stuff that grows in Arizona is insane. Like, when it rains next time, we'll jump in the Porsche, 4-wheel drive, by the way. And we'll go cruise out to Lake Roosevelt, and I will show you the greenest part of Arizona you'll ever see.
Well, I've been out there because of Jake's.
Is it green?
Yeah.
So that's called growing stuff. It's not Canada, don't you know? Beer and donuts. Let's go.
Where are we going?
So to the bottom of that page, real quick.
We're
We're there.
there.
Tell a good job. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. I tried to give a thumbs up, but Catherine didn't want to. So there we go. Uh, always give your GPT a thumbs up and tell it that it did good, because then what it does is it locks in that, you know, in its knowledge base, that it's doing the right thing and it's putting stuff together in the right way. So so basically from here, this is going to be a deal that we probably are going to look at a lot deeper after our podcast. We'd like to make an offer on it, and so let me see if I can jump over and see. I'll tell you what the dollars were on that one. I think they said it was 1.4. So this is the deal here. I'm going to send this to you so that
You just text it to me.
That's
Okay,
what
I
I'll
can
do.
grab
That's
it.
what I'll do. I'm going to
Copy.
copy it. I'm going to send. This is so we've already run the deal, and now I'm going to show you what the actual deal came through as to me. Oh, my mom sent me pictures of my grandson, so those popped up on my phone. All right. So I don't know if Josiah's in here. Josiah is part of our mastermind, and this is who sent me the property. He's part of the REI company.
Okay, so what am I grabbing?
The whole thing. Just grab the whole thing. And so you want to show them on the no, don't show them on the screen because you got other contacts and details in there.
Yeah.
She's copying the message, 100% of the message. So this is like as if I'm driving in the car, I got the phone in my hand, I did all this information, and then the guy texts me back, he's like, yeah, here's the details. Boom. He sends me the details, and now I'm feeding it to the GPT. There's a build offer on it. I didn't even know that. That's pretty damn cool. The sales comparables, we're gonna validate that. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Cash on cash is there's the ROI says 92%. And the cash on cash is 315. I mean I think at the buy-in it makes sense. We'll have to go back
Well,
and
because
look
they're
at
saying that it's
the buy-in
25,000.
is 25K, and then there's an owner carry on the 125. So says build and sell is a 92%. The so yeah, that's interesting.
Verify the numbers.
Yeah. So
GPT is terrible with numbers. So
here's what I'm gonna do.
verify.
Here's how we do that. So go back up a little bit. Because it gave us numbers based on the build and sell before. So on this one here, go up a little bit more because I wanna see where we're right here in the valuation and profit potential. So the sales comparables. Go ahead and click the dictate button right there. So looking at the valuation and profit potential that you just provided, go back and compare that to the one that you provided previously, and use the one previously as the validator to these numbers. I want to make sure that we're getting the right numbers before we move forward in making an offer. But we'll go there. But I think what it is that this is what the wholesaler sent to us. This information it just got. So again, yes, it's important to trust and verify, because what it'll do is we're verifying right here, and it's writing the code to do that. So what it's showing is that it's saying that basically our previous model said that it's going to be about a $5 million build. They're saying that it's going to be like a $5 million build, only about $191,000 difference. But they're saying the revenue is gonna be a $3.2 million increase. Why? Why is there gonna be a $3 million gross profit shift like that? So, you know, how did that happen? So it says here, it says the analyzation and validation part of it, it says that the unit size previously was 18. Now we're at 23.
Got it.
Right? Build cost is at 150 previously. Now it's at 120 plus 15% GC fee, which makes it 138 still. If I'm the GC, it's going to be lower than that. And then the sale price previously was $450,000 a unit at 250. They've increased the square foot price up to 310, but they say it's based on area comps, realistic and market aligned. I don't know. That's a toss up. And then the land cost at 1.39 dropped from 1.39 to 1.2. And it's because of the fact that REI was able to negotiate. This is why working with a good wholesaler, and Josiah and Brett are really good at what they do. They've structured a solid deal with the seller to get some shit done, you know?
Mhm.
And so with the fact that what our holding costs are going to be here and everything else, let's get into that a little bit. And I see everybody coming in. I appreciate everybody showing up. We're going to start doing introductions for the first 10 minutes. And if you ain't here, you missed out. Cause we got cooking right away this morning. So I love all y'all. Thanks for coming in, but we're going to finish running this deal. It's a pretty damn good deal. Based on the numbers now, show me how much our out-of-pocket costs are going to be over the 18 months to get them to the point of selling. And make sure it includes the acquisition fee and the dispo fees. Whenever I click that check mark on mine, it automatically goes in. It doesn't give me a chance to edit it. So here's a double click. I need to figure that out. I'm jealous. A little bit jealous. Can you see the jealousy on my face?
No.
Oh, okay. So here we go. I love that it provides me, this is the other thing that I taught it to do. Provide me with show me the math. Remember when you were in school and the teacher was like, show you the math. When I built this, I said, show me the math. And so now GPT, because it's a generative pre-trained transformer, the rule was always show me your math, always validate your work. Boom. It does it every time. I don't have to prompt it. So in the 18-month, we're looking at land acquisition, dispo, all that stuff, cost, yada, yada, yada. You'll need to raise and contribute about 2.7 in total capital to walk away with. Finish the deal. So if I have to come up with 2.7 million in total capital to get it to finished product, what is my total gross after selling all the units? And again, just keeping the land as a condo thing, you know, for the opportunity zone. Okay. So it's not bad. Hold on one second though. All right, this looks pretty good. I want to do a case study where we have an opportunity zone developer that wants to do this. What is the best way for us to get started on bringing opportunity zone money to this project? We know that we can't start the project unless we are within the opportunity zone regulations. Can you validate and verify when and how we could start this? Would we need to start the SPV before acquisition or after? Answer all these difficult questions for me in the role of an opportunity zone advisor and expert. I made sure to put that in there like that because then it knows to go outside of its knowledge and database to get information. Like I gave it the bill and the law, but what?
You're telling them.
I'm talking to you. It's a podcast. They hear me too. Do you hear me? I'm confused. I'm looking at that camera too. So we got cameras everywhere. This one went off. This one ain't even on no more.
It's because you text.
So Get this fire back up. There we go. So in here, it's still working. Go back up. We'll start reading from the top. So it shows right here that opportunity zone created, blah, blah, blah. It's telling me the rules. And then it's explaining how it's OZ, it actually has OZ eligibility. Keep going down. So we would need to start the QOF. Right there. Start the QOF, and then property acquisition would have to be done with the SPV. And then substantial improvement requirement is met. And this is where I keep telling you about that 30-month deal right there. Okay, it says must double the basis of the building. Land is excluded, meaning like if we bought something that had a building on it, like we would have to value the building and then do improvements of the value of the building plus 1%. So it'd have to, meet or exceed 51% of total value. So, and then here, this is the 30-month window I keep telling you about. Has to be done within 30 months. So if they get anything that already needs these entitlements, these permits and all that stuff, then they're gonna need to, factor that in, and it's gonna cut down on their construction time. We already know it's gonna take 18 months to build these things out and get them sold and stuff and making money. So violation risk. If improvements begin before QOF owns the property, you lose QOZBP eligibility. So these are things that are important, and if you're not paying attention to them, you get the brakes pumped. So legal and structural setup before acquisition, a lot of great information right there. Creating the safe harbor and having safe harbor compliance. This is something that I haven't really discussed with you a lot. Basically, 70% of the property must be QOZBP, meaning business property, and then 50% of the income must come from active from within the active business in the zone. So basically, what that means is what we could do is the QOZ buys it, but they actually only buy 70% of it because we're GPs. We're keeping 30% of it. So the QOZ only needs to own 70% of whatever we get into. And as the development company, we can retain 30% of it. So that way they're getting full benefit as owners, and we're able to, accommodate without smashing them with fees. There's not a lot of private equity funds out there that do that. We're putting our skin in the game. Most private equity funds will take your money and invest in it. And then if it goes bankrupt, oh, well,
Yeah.
what do they lose? They don't lose shit. Here, we're going to lose 30% of our shirt. So I don't know about you, but it makes me bust my ass a little bit when I know that I'm going to lose something. So it can create, look at this, it can create the operating agreement, the subscription agreement, the IRS 8996 form, the OZ business plan, the OM, the capital stack, the legal counsel review. We can take all these documents straight over to our lawyer, and he just goes like this. Yep. I mean, he's reading it, he's verifying it, right? But we're trusting that this is giving us all the avenues and information, and we're verifying it with an expert, absolute expert at what they do. And so then at that point, what we're able to do is reduce our legal fees because we're doing all the work for the guy, right? And so we give them everything we need, and boom. So right here, can we start the SPV QF? Can we start before? No. Must we form the QOF? Yes. Can we improve and start early? No. Do we need double the basis? Yes, but only for the building, not the land. And since there's no building there, we don't have to worry about that one. And can we raise capital from non-OZ investors? Yes, but only capital gains get the tax shield. So that's another aspect that they've added to these things, is that we can have it split. One fund can be split, QOZ investors and just regular investors, but they're all going to be accredited investors. So we're running a little bit tight on time. I want to make sure that people understand that they can come to meetkatherinebell.com, schedule a time to talk about deals like this, get into deals like this, and even invest in deals like this, right? So this is going to be a great investment for an opportunity zone. if anybody out there, if you know anybody that is going to be getting a capital gains event that's greater than $1 million, this is where we want to work with them on it, right? Don't go put that into a 1031. I love my 1031 people. Brenna, love you, girl, but like I'm going to steal some clients. Opportunity zones is where they need to go. Like 1031 is not for that anymore, right? This is where it needs to go. So it's a great location, great opportunity, a lot of potential here. Does anybody out there have any questions? I got Sergio, I got Corey in here, I got Roman in here, I got Hoy in here. Anybody got some feedback or questions they want to hit us with before we run out of time this morning?
No question.
I see Hoy's head shaking. That's all I see. So I do want to see if I can get Corey, if Corey's available. Who else is in here? Corey, you want to come up and talk a little bit about Black Canyon Property Solutions? Did you get any luck down the road on that? There you go. Oh, he had to jump off. He literally just jumped off. So at 9:54. So Corey's with Black Canyon Property Solutions. He's doing a lot of work and stuff like that. So we've actually got a property that we're going to be working with him on 3.38 or no 10. It's 10 acres out there. We discovered yesterday we can do a little bit of grading and drainage in it. It adds another 6 lots to his property. So we're going to be working on that. Had a couple people show up today. So that's a good call. Sergio, do you have brother Sergio, do you got anything you want to throw on the plate this morning?
No, just learning in regards to you guys' system software. But if I don't know, next meeting, probably not today because I know we're short on time. But what can we help or what can we do on our side to help you guys get more deals or like maybe we could talk about that next meeting. Like what is a strategy we go about to get these commercial deals?
Well, I get a ton of them already. Like I get probably anywhere between 10 and 15 deals a week sent to me that are like this from
Okay.
valid vetted sources. And I'm using the AI to kind of help us understand if it's got legs. And then we're taking these deals out to Catherine's investors. She's got quite a few people that are looking to put money into syndications and viable deals that make money. And so that's why we run residential on Tuesday, commercial on Wednesday, industrial on Thursday, land on Thursday. This could have fell into a land deal, but I was just excited about it because Josiah sent that over. So, but we got what we can do is if you got deals that you want to pull in, what we're going to be doing is getting a form set up for people to submit deals. And if you got deals you want to pull in so you can look at them and understand what, what's the best, getting a message sent. Catherine's gonna say bye real quick because she's got to jump out to another meeting.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so she leaves me here with her crowns and girl stuff to look really fun in front of. Anyway, yeah, we'll be getting a form set up here pretty soon where you'll be able to submit any kind of deals. So is that kind of what you're thinking of, Serge?
Yeah. Just trying to see where I can come and play and just get as much knowledge as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Well, again, like how to use the thing, use it all you want to. I don't know if you were in here, but we went to a meeting last night over at the C-Suite Network. Catherine joined their podcast program, and she's going to be starting to broadcast this podcast on 144 different platforms, like Spotify, Podcast Central, C-Suite Network is going to put her on. C-Suite Network actually has a podcast on the New York Stock Exchange. The chairman of C-Suite, the founder Jeffrey Hazlett, just got a deal signed where he's doing a live podcast from the New York Stock Exchange, which resembles the TV show we had before COVID called All Things Business with Jeffrey Hazlett on CNBC. So CNBC is now out of business. And Jeffrey has now moved over to doing, I don't think I call it virtual TV. But podcasts are not real TV. TV was, programmed and shot in a studio, whereas podcasts are wherever you're at and ran from your phone, So um, we think that, oh, Rehabber, thanks for showing up, man. So we think that this podcast is going to continue to grow over the next couple of weeks. We started it back in January doing one show a day. We're now doing 5 shows a day. We've got a big fancy sponsor in Titan Impact Group. We've got over 20 members to the Landshark Mastermind now, and a lot of things going and great opportunities. So I want to wrap this up with a prayer, and I know that my brother Sergio is good at those. So Serge, you want to lead us out with a prayer, bro?
Yes, well, most certainly. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to live life today. We just ask that you give us the knowledge, the experience, and the expertise, and the right deals to come play. We just ask that we do everything for the kingdom of your heaven, Heavenly Father. We just ask that you put a place in your heart for us, and that you give us love, patience, intelligence, and wisdom throughout the day. We just ask that you keep providing the security that we need, take care of finances, and give us the ability to be able to breathe in a lovely way today, Heavenly Father. I just ask that you keep having these meetings and make them be successful. Let me learn, and let others learn, and let us make money the right way and give it back to you and service you the way that we need to, Heavenly Father. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We love you, and have a beautiful day, everybody. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, brother Sergio. See everybody tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Y'all have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.
The
Bye.
best. What's going on? I don't know if I feel like I'm falling.